I am so very grateful for the gift of life that keeps on giving. I'm here in front of you to educate and to entertain you. I'm 91 years old. How can it be? I cannot believe my good fortune. Look at me. There's nothing I cannot do today that I know 50 years ago. I don't brag, I just share. I will tell you about a little bit about my past because I'm all about the present and the future yet to be. So my past, I'm a Holocaust survivor, but I call myself Holocaust thriver. I'm defiant. Don't tell me because I'm Jewish I have to die. Don't tell me because I'm a girl I cannot up to climb the mountains with the boys. Don't tell me I cannot do it. So 4 years, from 7 to 11, I was in a cage in a camp, holding camp. The German Nazi, it was in Ukraine, Mogilev, the Nazis, they didn't come fast enough for us to put us in the oven, like in Auschwitz. So the Russians liberated us in 1945. Us, mean my father, my mother, and my older sister, Judy. And so that we escaped barely. But memories, 4 years is an eternity. Just think about it. I was 7 years old, never went to school from 7 to 11, and my memory is very, very little. I have just spots, like little videos. It's like, that's what trauma does. I remember I was a defiant little kid, how we got there. I'm a storyteller, but in the camp, it occurred to me the brutality of people and the kindness of people. There was that German guard that I was curious, and my mother said, don't go there. Guess what? I went there. So one day I snuck after the big bad wolf, and he grabbed me, and he says, what are you doing here? What's your name? And I thought, I didn't listen to Mama. He's going to shoot me now. So it's like, what's your name? Erica. And so help me, no fake news. That's what trauma does. I have this memory. Can you imagine, 7 years old or 7.5? He said to me, I have a little girl at home, my daughter. Her name is Erica too. And so help me. Little tears came in his eyes, and he sang the song. Auf der Heide blüht ein kleines Blümelein und es heißt Erika. On the meadow, there's a little wildflower called Erica. In a heartbeat, his soft face started to be like monster again. He took me, he threw me to the floor. Go back where you come from. It's not for a little girl. Do you hear me? So I just got up and I said, And then I looked back at him, and he threw me a candy bar. And I just walked back, and I knew that I cannot have my mother know that I was here. So I gobbled up the whole candy bar. I was 7 or 8. That's what character is all about. And I don't brag, I just share. And then started this relationship. When the guard was there, I was looking, I was sneaking. He used to throw me a candy bar. I think it happened 2 or 3 times. That's what I remember. When they asked me, how do you feel about Germans? How do I feel about Jews? They're kind, and some are brutal. So that was one memory. The other big memory is to looking out the little window. There were about 20 people. We were lined up. We were laying next to each other. But there was a little window. And every morning I snuck and looked, and they picked up the dead bodies. They died there from starvation and typhoid, not from being burned. So I looked out, and I remember thinking, maybe I will be dead tomorrow, but I don't want to die ugly. I want to pose just before I die. Guess what? I'm still posing. So those are memories, jumping, playing with kids. I don't remember faces. I have little issues with intimacy. Don't tell anybody. And again, we are speaking about that what trauma does. But I am defiant and resilient. Many were, but like my mother and my sister, they were beaten down all their life. They had nightmares, and I just the opposite. Look at me. I'm 91. I'm traveling all over the world, and I have my voice hurt and all that. Okay, now, 4 years in camp, we went back. The first time I was in Romania back, first time in the 5th grade. And again, the opportunity was for us to go to Palestine, Israel. In 1949, my papa, mama, and my sister, we went to Israel as refugees. And I can tell you, the feeling of being the majority, to feeling safe, I cannot describe to you. I was 14 and a half. I went to high school at night, 3 years. That was not in to go to school because the boys and the girls, you're just working. You could not stop me. So at night, I was in school from 8 to 11, and then I learned I'm a night person. And during the day, I had 2 jobs. So when my kids or my grandkids, I worked so hard, I don't want to hear about it. So so after the high school, it was time to go to the army. Girls that got married, they didn't need to, but I saw they were such traitors. The country needs me. So I went in and was accepted in the Air Force. 2 years I was in the Air Force with those handsome pilots. Oh my gosh, I had such crushes. But sadness happened. My first boyfriend, Aaron, he was a pilot, and we were in love, and we were planning, and he was shot down. So I decided, you never can trust anybody. Don't bother. Don't get married. Don't have kids because they can leave you, they can die, whatever it is. So again, we are our past, but I'm not living in it. I am so in the present. Destiny had it that I worked after the army. I worked at the government tourist information office. I went to visit my sister in Los Angeles. And I was an old maid of 26. I never thought I wanted to get married. But then again, if destiny is God, I had issues with God, not any longer. I met my husband-to-be, Jerry Miller, a 3-generation American. And we were married for 53 years. And he died about 12 years ago. I really miss him. He was a good, funny guy. But again, I'm so glad I'm still here. So when I felt safe, when my son, I had a daughter and a son, and when my son was in the 1st grade, I decided this is my time to go back to school and become a healer, a doctor. I always wanted to heal the misery, the crying that I saw of people around me, including my mother and my sister. I was strong and stoic. I had to be strong for my mother. So I told my husband, Jerry, I'm going to go back to school. I want to become a doctor. I want a psychologist. So he looked at me, sure. And then he told me he never thought I could ever make it. He'd rather be the president of the United States than me become a PhD. 8 years nonstop. I got my PhD. It was tough on the family, but if he would have said, I didn't bargain for you, I want to be 1 step behind me, just like my mother, I would have left the coop, and both of my kids would have been very happy, because I was the disciplinary, I was the tough one, the witch, and he was the saint. But again, as a family, I graduated, my parents were still there, and it was such a celebration. But again, life takes guts, grit, and gusto. Guts, courage, grit, perseverance, and gusto. Be grateful for the moment. And again, you have to have, and I'm sharing with you, because you're the audience, you're here to learn some new things. You know a lot, but you can always, mere fact that you're here, you want to educate yourself even more, the possibilities of long and healthy life. Okay? It's like you have to have the vision before you do. Have a strategy. What am I going to do without to do it? And then the outcome, and then the timing is really important too. So my point being is, it is all relationship, business, it's all a strategy. So now I can tell you that is my past. But the present, I am defiant. I am absolutely, remember, I was in the Air Force. When my husband died, we traveled all over the world. I've been in about 103 countries. I didn't know there are that many. So when he died, I'm not going to not travel. So I went to Machu Picchu. I've never climbed a mountain, 11,000 feet, when I was in the early 80s. And guess what? I was up there on the mountain with a guide. And then I decided, if I can do 11,000, maybe I can do Mount Everest. So I went with National Geographic just a few years ago up to the base of Mount Everest. And I can tell you, I don't need to prove nothing. But at the end of the trip, we went up there in India route to reflect how our trip was. All those youngest, they were in their 50s, and I was in my 80s. The trip would not have been as interesting and as good if she would not have been there. She means me. So again, that gives me even more. nothing I cannot do, because again, I went with my granddaughter to New Zealand, Auckland. I jumped out of a plane. She said, Bobby, old lady, I'm going to go and jump out of a plane. I always wanted it. So I said, if you can do it, I can do it. So again, she was so scared of me. I said, if the parachute doesn't open up, what a wonderful thing. It'll be history. Big deal. That's a way to exit the world. And then I pickleball, and I skydive, and I do whatever it is that I can in order to keep me alive, and proving that just because I'm Jewish does not mean an ugly girl that I cannot do, but I can. So self-care, living long and well. I am the poster child, and I don't brag, I just share how the possibilities are endless. And on my 90th birthday, I composed a song with a songwriter, and age is just a number, look at me. I'm only 91, going for 123. Life's a gift and mystery, oak and possibility. Go ahead and live it here and there. If I can do it, so can you. If I can do it, you can too. If I can do it, so can you. All you ever have to do, just be true to who you are, and then your heart will take you far. If I can do it, so can you. You hear me? You hear my accented voice? Take me with you. The possibilities are endless. I wish you and me good luck. Remember, I have about 30 more years, my last chapter of my life. You have many chapters yet. The possibilities are endless. You hear me? Take me with you. If I can do it, so can you.